Welcome back from the break. It's now time for us to focus on sanitation with our Tidy GH segment. Now, the Minister for Environment, Science and Technology, Ibrahim Murtala Mohammed, says his ministry will engage with scrap dealers who have returned to the site to understand their concerns and explore possible evacuation. Talking about the Agbogbloshie. Now, his comments follows a Metro News report on the return of the scrap dealers at Agbogbloshie. Before we hear from the minister, here is the report.
Speaking exclusively to Metro News, the chairman explained that despite being evicted from the assurance that the land will be put to productive use, it has remained idle for years, forcing them to return in search of livelihood. The chairman reviewed that the chiefs and opinion leaders in the area in support of their return, recognizing the urgent need for the scrap dealers to feed their families.
Ever since this demolition was take place, nothing has been done here and nothing meaningful was being done. And we stood in our grounds by meeting a lot of people before getting in here. Let me tell you, brother, this demolition was done in which some of us were not so happy about it, but a decision by a government. No civilian can take any action against it.
Responding to rumors suggesting that money was given to the scrap dealers by then Greater Accra Regional Minister Henry Korte on the day of the eviction, the chairman vehemently denied these claims.
No compensation was given to any scrap dealer in the time of the then regional minister. No compensation was given to them. No compensation. Any scrap dealer never had any compensation from the regional minister or government. We haven't seen any compensation from government.
Meanwhile, the Chief Executive Officer of the Light Foundation, Sheikh Napari, has called on the John Mahama administration to intervene in the situation by helping to channel the energy of the scrap dealers in more sustainable and productive work.
And you come and then demolish the whole place, and you did not find alternative for them. You did not fold it. There's a vacuum. So new government will come, and then the time is going, and they have to find something doing. So I therefore call on the government to pay a special attention to that place.
This is what gives them money. This is what they do to also feed their wives and their family. I mean, they are of the greater concern that why will government derive them or deprive them from working to make money to feed their families? That has been the dire concern of the people. I mean, the scrap dealers, I must say. Metro News will definitely bring you updates.
Now, that was a report by Dominic Ansah-Pra. Now, let's take a listen to the minister.
Murtala Mohammed stated this when he paid
to the collection center and they will come and bend them. I think that I will be going to Agbogbloshie. I think it is important I go there and engage the people directly to find out why. Because initially when we did it, they were willing and they were giving it out. My understanding is that they are not enthused with the local fuel that is paid for their things. So, but if they are able to be educated to understand the effects of what they are doing on their health, vis-a-vis the little difference of money they are getting, I believe that we'll be able to change their ways. And we're also looking forward to how we can up, if you like, the incentives given to them to prevent that. Prof, one very important point I want to make, we are engaging a consultant to see how we can look for international funding for agencies such as yours. And I feel that it is the responsibility of the ministry to do that, because it seems to me that the state is limited as to what they can do in terms of the needed support that should be provided. So we are looking at other means, and it's looking positive. You know, how we can get some funding. We are not going to manage it at best. We would give it out depending on the paper you present to us, because all the agencies are met. Their demands and what we can all do together are factored into the work that is done by the consultant. So once the funding comes, we know that this one goes to CSIR. We play the coordinating role. You have seen that there are some agencies, you find them, they coordinate, they implement. It doesn't even conform to good governance practices. You can't be coordinating a project and at the same time implementing it. So I shall be issuing some policy directives. Do the implementation, the coordination should be done by the ministry. Because if you coordinate and you implement, it breeds corruption. And I think that we need to avoid that. I've seen about 2 or 3 agencies that are coordinating projects and at the same time implementing.